Marina Bay hosted a Grand Prix that briefly ran in the 60s and 70s, but the Garden City re-entered the calendar for good in 2008. We missed it for a couple of years, but it was great to come back to the Singapore Grand Prix. And here's our track, 4.94 kilometres long, and overtaking chances into the first corner, into turn 14 at the end of the Esplanade, and now into turn 16 in the newly reprofiled sector that we first ran on in 2023. Still though, it's punishing and tough on the brakes, and the heat and humidity will take an effect on our drivers. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Yuki Tsunoda lines up on pole position, edging out Lando Norris, who'll start from P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Russell, Leclerc, Max Verstappen, and Antonelli, Hamilton, Piastri, Stroll, and Fernando Alonso, Hadjar, Albon, Carlos Sainz, and Lawson, Gasly, Bortoletto, Nico Hülkenberg, and Ollie Behrman. Doohan and Esteban Ocon lines up at the back of the grid. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. Well, it's been a long time since I last worked with you. Good to see you again today, Anthony Davidson. So we're getting close to the start of the race. What will this driver be experiencing? Big nerves? Big excitement? What?
Always extra nerves at the start of the race, Gruffy. Probably at the start of the race, it's where your heart rate's at its highest in anticipation. And you've got to be in the right mindset. You've got to be thinking there inside the car, what can go right? How can I be opportunistic rather than what can go wrong? And how do I protect my position? Look forward and stay positive. It's easy to say, very hard to do when you're in that position.
Okay, DRS is now available. Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy. That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. Great work, that's a new fastest lap of the race. Gap to your teammate behind, 7.0 seconds. Okay mate, this is the final lap of the race, final lap.
checkered flag.
Ah, so happy. So happy. Congratulations.
Charles Leclerc, what a drive, what a victory, he wins!
To witness such mastery of these conditions, these changeable conditions that we saw today, is very impressive indeed. So a huge congratulations to this driver for taking victory today.
We had drama from start to finish, but in the end, there was only ever one that could take that top spot. And that is a fabulous win, and the top step of the podium for Charles Leclerc.